Hello everyone, my name is Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. We had rain last night and now we've got snow coming down. The rain froze and it's icy. So I feel bad for the mailman because it doesn't look like everybody has been out salting quite yet. My husband and I are generally not a big fan of sidewalk salt. It is a little bad for the environment. However, we're in an area where if there is ice, you kind of have to salt. So, the mailman doesn't break a leg trying to deliver your mail. It's the considerate thing to do. Your mailman should be able to deliver your mail safely without fear of harm. Anyway, I want to talk just a little bit about my goals for 2020. I am not someone who really does much with, say, New Year's resolutions. I don't get all worked up and celebrate New Year's even. Worked up, I guess that wasn't like the best term. But I don't get excited about New Year's. Maybe that would be a better way to say it. I don't really celebrate it. I'm one of those that I normally have to work, and I would rather just go to bed and go to sleep. I don't go to parties. It's a normal day for me. It always has been. So I do like to make goals around the beginning of a new year, however, and make plans for that year and figure out how I'm going to achieve those goals. So I did sit down and I did make some goals and plans for the year. Now, don't get me wrong, monkey wrenches can get thrown into plans. It happens. But I will work toward my goals. My first goal is to continue my minimalistic journey. I have been slowly purging my house of things that I don't need. I have found that your life is much less stressful if you have less stuff you have to take care of and keep track of and clean. It is much faster and easier to clean my house with less stuff in my house that I have to worry about organizing and keeping neat and tidy and dusting all kinds of little knickknacks and stuff. So my life is much easier with less stuff. I love how I can just do a sweep through the downstairs and get everything dusted just like boom, like that. It's really great. And then just, vacuum sweep, all of that kind of stuff. So the house cleaning does not take me all that long anymore, which I absolutely love. So I will continue my minimalistic journey. I have been tackling my closet. I ended 2019 by doing some work in the closet. So for 2020, I want to finish getting the closet under control. I'm almost there. I actually worked on it a little bit today. Just going through and looking at things. Do I need this? Do I use this? If I haven't touched this in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, do I really need it? So I am donating a lot of things in this journey because I don't want it to go into a landfill. If it is a perfectly good item that someone else can use, I would rather donate it so someone else can get some use out of it. Because maybe out there is someone who will actually use the item that, I don't use. So anyway, I'm going to finish my minimalism. I'm almost there. I've made great strides. I've minimized a lot of areas in this house. And I've almost gotten myself reduced to the things I need. So that's going well. I'm going to finish that journey in 2020. And like I said, I don't think it'll take me that long. Give me another month or two and I will have my minimalist lifestyle all where I want it to be. Now, it is something that I will have to continue always, because if you don't stay on top of things, stuff does start to accumulate. When you live in a house, you accumulate things. It's just the way it is. So that is my first goal for 2020, is to continue with the minimalism. Number 2 goal is to continue finding more sustainable ways to do things. I've been on this sustainability journey and I have loved it thus far. There are things that I am doing better. There are things that I'm getting right, but there are still things that I need to work on, and I recognize that. And there are things where I'm hoping to get my family on board and get them doing things better. So I'm going to continue pushing for the sustainability. I've got new ideas for new things to try in 2020. Some things where I look at it and go, how can I be more sustainable in this area of my life? And then I start researching and reading. And one of the things that I struggle with is giving up my Dawn dish soap. Now, it did help me when I read an article talking about how toxic Dawn dish soap is, because it does have a known carcinogen in it, which I'll just do a separate video probably about that when I figure out which dish soap I'm going to replace it with. But there are more natural dish soaps. I would like to get away from ones in plastic bottles altogether. So I am currently researching and trying to figure out which natural, sustainable dish soap that I would like to try. So when I run out of my Dawn dish soap, I will get the next, I'll try a more sustainable brand and see how that goes. And I will update you guys, since I am trying to take you on this journey with me of sustainability. So that is my number 2 goal, is to work on more sustainable ways to do things that I already do. I'm slowly getting there. If I slowly make changes and do things differently, it will make a difference. And that's what I encourage everyone to do. I had a lady I've had actually multiple stores I go to. I've had ladies, when I come up with my reusable shopping bags and start loading my bags, they'll stop me and they'll say, "Oh, you're doing so great to be using your shopping bags like that. I wish I could remember to do that. I wish I was better about remembering my shopping bags." So I get a lot of comments. I had a lady at Hobby Lobby that I was in line behind when I started pulling out my reusable shopping bags. She stopped because she was about to walk away. She was a person ahead of me. And she said, "My granddaughter is so worried about the planet and her future on this planet because of how wasteful we are." And she goes, "And I really like what you're doing, and I want to do better myself. I'm not so good at it." And I told her, I said, it's okay. Take small steps. Just make one small change and go from there. Do what you can do. And she said she was going to start recycling, which I said, hey, that is a great start. I'm moving more toward the refuse. There's refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. Recycling isn't what people think it is, I guess. So I am I'm doing more with the refuse and reduce and reuse than the recycle. So my goals are mostly on the refuse part. I'm just trying to refuse to bring home stuff that may end up in a landfill even though I recycle it. So that's kind of where I'm going with that. Now, my 3rd goal for the year is my health. My health and my weight have been a problem for quite a while. I have a couple of autoimmune disorders. I'm hypothyroid, and I recognize that I need to be doing things differently in my life. Rather than focusing on the numbers on the scale, which is what I've done in the past, and I failed at that. Focusing on the numbers on the scale and the numbers, counting calories and obsessively weighing yourself every day. It does not work for me. Nobody should have to make their entire life be so focused on their weight and the numbers and the numbers on the scale, the numbers of the calories that they're eating, that you can't live a normal life because everything is about, oh, how many calories is this? And honestly, calories are, they have a 20% room for error. They aren't required to be completely accurate. So the food that you're punching into your calculator may not be accurate. The calorie thing, it also doesn't work for me because my body reacts differently to different foods. I can't just count calories and lose weight. I am someone who has actually counted calories and kept my calories ridiculously stinking low and gained weight because it was the wrong foods. For me, I have to look at the science, and I have to look at science, I have to look at nutrition, and I have to make sure that the foods that I'm putting into my body are the best foods for my body. So I am spending this next year really dialing in and focusing on my health. I've added back in exercise. I am focusing on eating the right foods. I have already lost a few pounds so far this year, and we're 11 days into the year. So that part is excellent also. I'm going to continue that. My journey for 2020 is going to be a focus of health, and it's not just going to be food. I'm also going to focus on reducing chemicals even further in my life. Believe it or not, even the clothing we wear can be a problem. Synthetic fabrics are not good for us. They're made of plastic, and the synthetic fabrics, not only do they not breathe well, which can cause issues with your skin, but they're off-gassing chemicals from the plastics which disrupt your hormones and will cause skin issues as well. So for me, eliminating some of the fabrics that are causing issues with my skin is going to be a good move as well. And that's one of my big focuses, because I know I'm wearing this sweatshirt it's a Faded Glory from Walmart, and I think it's mostly polyester or something, or all polyester. I'm not sure. But my focus is going to be on putting natural fabrics on my skin. Now, I will say the t-shirt that I'm wearing is a packed 100% organic cotton t-shirt and 100% organic it's a cotton sports bra. So everything else I'm wearing today is cotton. So I haven't been stressing so much about, say, my sweatshirts or my sweaters, because I know that my sweaters are made of acrylic, which is not good, and my sweatshirts are made of polyester. So I am going to try to incorporate more natural fabrics even, because there are more things that I can do to make my life healthier. So my focus for 2020, my biggest focus, my third and final goal, is to tackle my health issues head on, eat the right foods, drink the right amount of fluids, wear the right clothing, get the right amount of sleep, make sure that the products that I'm putting on my skin, on my face, which honestly, I've already reduced a lot of the products that what I wash my hair with, everything. I'm going to be reducing anything that could potentially be harmful. We get exposed to chemicals and harmful substances everywhere we go. So anywhere in our lives that we can reduce them is going to make a difference. If you know that something is going to be harmful and you avoid it, that's a good thing. So, those are my goals for 2020. Please tell me about your goals for 2020. Put them in the comments below. I read all of the comments. I love to hear from you guys. I will make an attempt to try to put out more videos. It takes time to make videos, and sometimes my videos get interrupted a lot. So I will start to make a video and the kids will come bursting out here with some nonsense going on where they're fighting over something, or maybe Marley will have an outburst because somebody walked a dog on his sidewalk, and he owns the street, he owns the sidewalk, it's all his. Honestly, the whole neighborhood is his. So anyway, I get interruptions when I try to make videos because this is real life. I am not some big fancy YouTuber. I don't have fancy equipment. I just like to talk about real life things, my journey toward minimalism, my journey toward sustainability, and even occasionally some prepping type stuff. So anyway, please leave comments below, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.